The sky was clear that evening, the sun just dipping behind the horizon. People were finishing their day, children playing in the streets and cars moving slowly home. Suddenly the sky changed. A dark shadow crossed the sun, and a strange humming sound filled the air. At first people thought it was a storm or an airplane, but then the truth became impossible to ignore. High above the earth, massive alien ships appeared. They were huge, larger than anything humans had ever seen. Their shapes were sharp, dark, and glowing with strange lights. Cities froze in fear. People ran to the streets, pointing upward, shouting and screaming. Emergency sirens began to wail as governments scrambled to respond. In New York City, Sarah, a young scientist, looked out of her apartment window in shock. What are those?" she whispered to herself. Across the world, similar scenes were happening. People everywhere were witnessing the impossible. Aliens had arrived. The ships did not move like normal aircraft. They hovered silently at first, then slowly descended. Military radar operators were panicking. Jets scrambled, but no missiles or bullets could reach the alien vessels. The aliens were untouchable. The first landing happened in the city center. Buildings shook as the largest of the ships touched the ground. Doors opened, and strange figures began to emerge. They were tall, thin, with dark shimmering skin and glowing eyes. Their movements were smooth and deliberate, and they carried weapons that emitted strange beams of light. At first, humans tried to fight back. Soldiers fired rifles and missiles. But the alien shields absorbed everything. Each attack bounced harmlessly off, leaving humans shocked and terrified. The aliens did not speak. They did not negotiate. They simply advanced calm and unstoppable. Despite the fear, not everyone panicked. Some watched carefully, trying to understand the invaders. Sarah grabbed her notebook and began taking notes. She noticed something others did not. The aliens moved carefully, almost as if they were studying the humans before acting. They were powerful, but they were also calculating. In the chaos, a small group of people hid behind a barricade. Among them was David, a former soldier, and Mia, a young engineer. They watched as an alien scout walked down the street, examining the area. "They're not just attacking," David said quietly. "They're learning. They're observing us." The aliens' first strike was terrifying. A single beam from their weapon destroyed a large building in seconds. People screamed and ran, trying to find safety. Yet some humans began to fight back differently. Using cars, debris, and even basic electronics, they created distractions. The aliens, though advanced, did not expect humans to be unpredictable. As night fell, the city was in chaos. Fires burned in the streets, smoke rising into the sky. Military forces tried to organize, but the aliens moved faster and smarter. Still, a few brave humans rescued civilians, showing courage the aliens had not anticipated. Then something unexpected happened. A small alien wandered away from the others. It was curious, almost hesitant. A group of humans noticed it and trapped it using nets and simple traps. The alien struggled, its glowing eyes full of panic. For the first time, humans had captured one of the invaders. Sarah approached cautiously, her heart racing. This is our chance," she whispered. The alien looked at her, and for a moment it seemed almost human in its fear. It clicked a strange sound and its eyes flickered rapidly. Whatever it was thinking, it was clear. The humans had done something the aliens did not expect. That night the world slept uneasily. Humans were scared, but they were also awake to a new truth. The aliens were not invincible. They were strong, yes, but they could be studied. They could be fought. And perhaps, just perhaps, humans could survive. High above, the alien ships hovered silently. Inside, the leaders observed the earth below. They were aware now. Humans were not simple creatures to crush. They were clever, brave, and unpredictable, and this realization sent a ripple of unease through the alien ranks. In the quiet of the night, Sarah wrote in her notebook, "They are here. They are powerful, but they are not prepared for what humans can do. This is only the beginning." Somewhere in the shadows, the captured alien clicked again, and its glowing eyes scanned the humans around it. It seemed to understand something important. Humans were not easy prey. And perhaps once attacked, humans were creatures that could never be escaped from. The first night ended with suspense hanging in the air. Fires burned, sirens wailed, and humanity began to plan. The alien invasion had begun, but the story of survival and defiance was only starting. The morning after the alien landing, the world was different. Cities were damaged, fires still burned, and the hum of alien ships echoed in the sky. Humans woke to fear, but also to determination. They realized one thing very clearly: they could not run. They had to fight, and they had to be smart. In a small hidden command center, David and Mia worked with a group of survivors. Military officers, scientists, and ordinary citizens had joined forces. They were planning, not panicking. Maps of the city were spread across tables. Drones flew quietly above the streets, gathering information. Every small observation mattered. Humans could not match alien strength directly, but they could outthink them. Far above, in the alien command ship, the leader observed Earth. "These humans, they resist more than expected," it said in a low, echoing voice. Its advisors buzzed and clicked in response, unable to hide their confusion. "They fight in ways we do not understand. They are clever." Back on Earth, the first human countermeasures began. Using salvaged alien tech, David's team built simple energy shields, and Mia rigged small traps using explosive devices. Civilians were trained to hide, observe, and respond. The humans were learning fast, adapting faster than the aliens expected. Meanwhile, the aliens executed a global strike plan. Ships moved toward military bases, aiming to destroy Earth's defense systems quickly. They believed humans would collapse under pressure. But humans had anticipated this. Across cities, traps were set. Missiles were rerouted into empty zones. Ambushes waited for alien scouts. Every human was part of the plan, whether they knew it or not. The first clash with the aliens was dramatic. A squad of soldiers tried to defend a base. Alien weapons fired, cutting through walls with ease. But humans had placed false targets. Alien beams hit empty buildings. Humans, using basic camouflage and decoys, managed to outmaneuver the invaders, forcing them to pause and rethink their strategy. David shouted over the comms, "They think they know us, but they don't. Watch carefully, learn their patterns, and strike where they are weak." Every human followed. Small victories built confidence. Civilians rescued those trapped. Scientists disabled alien drones, and soldiers created distractions. Even the alien commander noticed the change. Its glowing eyes scanned maps and surveillance feeds. "They are learning too quickly," it said, voice trembling slightly. "They adapt. They cooperate. This is unexpected." One night, a small group of humans, including Sarah, observed a patrol of alien scouts. Instead of attacking directly, they studied the aliens. They noticed patterns, how the aliens moved, where they paused, and how their weapons worked. Sarah whispered, "They're not just strong, they're predictable if you watch carefully." Then the humans made a bold move. Using hacked alien communication tech, they sent signals that confused the alien patrols. Lights flickered, weapons jammed briefly, and the aliens hesitated. For the first time, humans were turning alien technology against the aliens themselves. It was a small victory, but it sent shockwaves through the alien ranks. Across the world, similar events unfolded. In Tokyo, humans blocked alien patrols using barricades and tunnels. In London, drones disrupted alien sensors. In Rio, civilians trapped small alien units, forcing them to retreat. Humans were everywhere, unpredictable, and united in ways the aliens could not understand. Back on the alien command ship, tension grew. Advisors argued in cliques and whispers. "We underestimated them," one said. The leader's glowing eyes narrowed. "Underestimating humans was a mistake," it hissed. "We must strike harder. We must strike faster, but they are changing." On the ground, David, Mia, and Sarah gathered their team. "This is only the beginning," David said firmly. "They think humans are weak. They think we are easy prey. But every move we make teaches them that attacking us comes with a price." The humans prepared for the next stage of battle. Supplies were hidden, weapons were set, and civilians were ready to help. Each small human victory had a purpose: to buy time, to confuse the aliens, and to show the invaders that Earth was not a place to conquer easily. And then, in the shadows of a ruined building, a single alien scout watched the humans. Its glowing eyes flickered with curiosity and fear. It clicked a low warning sound. Something had changed. Humans were not just fighting to survive, they were hunting in their own way. As night fell, the world waited. Fires glowed in distant cities. The wind carried smoke and distant alien hums. Humans were no longer simply hiding. They were preparing, learning, and growing stronger. The aliens had attacked, expecting easy victories, but humans were proving something vital. They could never be fully controlled, never fully understood, and never truly defeated without cost. Sarah looked up at the dark sky, illuminated by alien lights. "They think they are in control," she whispered. "They are wrong. They have no idea what humans can do." Far above, the alien commander made a chilling observation. "These humans, they are evolving, and if we continue to attack, we may not escape ourselves." The night ended in tension, with both sides preparing for what was coming. Humans had shown cleverness and courage. Aliens had shown power and fear. And the battle for Earth had only begun. The morning after the humans' first clever defenses, the world felt different. Fear was still present, but it was mixed with something new, hope. Humans were learning, adapting, and for the first time they were ready to fight back, not just to survive, but to strike. David, Mia, and Sarah gathered their team in a hidden bunker beneath the city. Maps, blueprints, and alien tech scraps covered the tables. They had been studying the captured alien, observing its behavior, and learning the weaknesses of the enemy's weapons. Every detail mattered. Every moment of observation could save lives. "This is our chance," David said firmly. "We can't just run anymore. We have to hit them where it hurts." Mia nodded, adjusting the small energy shield she had been working on. "We can use their own weapons against them. If we can disrupt their communication, confuse their squads, we can turn the tide in our favor." The plan was risky, but necessary. Humans were to launch a counterattack on a small alien outpost in the city center. Using a combination of decoys, traps, and hacked alien drones, they hoped to capture more aliens and send a message. Humans were not easy prey. As night fell, the team moved silently through the ruined streets. Fires from earlier battles illuminated the path, casting long shadows. The alien outpost loomed ahead, guards patrolling carefully, glowing eyes scanning every corner. Humans paused, hiding behind debris, waiting for the perfect moment. Sarah held her breath. "This is it," she whispered. "Remember, we're not trying to destroy them yet. We're learning, distracting, and striking smartly." At that moment, David gave a hand signal. Mia activated the hacked drones. Lights flickered, alarms buzzed, and alien patrols froze, confused. Human traps went off, creating explosions in strategic places. The aliens, strong and advanced, had never faced such unpredictability. They fired their weapons, but the humans had already disappeared into shadows. In the chaos, a small squad of humans, led by Sarah, moved toward the alien command tent. Inside, alien soldiers were disoriented. Using basic tools and quick thinking, the humans disabled energy barriers and captured 2 aliens alive. The aliens struggled, their glowing eyes full of panic and surprise. Outside, David's team created more distractions, drawing reinforcements away from the main target. Explosions, smoke, and sudden lights made the aliens unsure where to focus. Every move the humans made was calculated, forcing the aliens to hesitate. For the first time, humans had shown the aliens that they could fight back intelligently. The captured aliens were studied immediately. Even their basic behaviors revealed weaknesses in communication, movement patterns, and weapon handling. Every observation was a weapon in itself. Meanwhile, the alien commander above Earth sensed something was wrong. Reports came in from patrols. Humans were attacking, disrupting, and learning faster than expected. Its glowing eyes narrowed. "This is not a simple species," it hissed. "They adapt. They fight back. They think." Back on the ground, Sarah and Mia examined the captured aliens. They noticed strange signals in the aliens' communication devices, patterns that could be manipulated. If they could control even a fraction of the alien tech, humans could create traps and diversions on a larger scale. David spoke to the team. "This is only the start. We've shown them humans are not easy prey. Tomorrow we push harder, but tonight we celebrate small victories. We learned, we survived, and we struck back." As the humans retreated to their hidden base, the captured aliens clicked frantically, trying to understand what had happened. Fear was evident in their glowing eyes, something the humans had never seen before. The balance of power, at least in small ways, was shifting. Across the world, news of similar counterattacks spread. In Europe, small human squads ambushed alien supply lines. In Asia, drones disrupted alien patrols, forcing them to retreat. The message was clear. Humans were not just surviving, they were fighting smart and striking first when possible. High above, the alien commander made a chilling statement. They are learning too fast. If we continue underestimating them, we may lose control entirely. Humans are dangerous, more than we anticipated. As night deepened, David, Mia, and Sarah looked at the city skyline. Fires burned, but there was something beautiful in the chaos. Humans, against all odds, were standing strong. They had struck back. They had survived. And most importantly, they had shown the aliens that Earth would not be an easy conquest. In the shadows, the captured aliens clicked again, exchanging information with their distant fleet. Something had changed. Fear, uncertainty, and a growing respect for humans began to spread among them. Humans were no longer simply victims. They were hunters in their own way. Clever, unpredictable, and united. Sarah whispered to herself, staring at the distant alien ships glowing in the sky. They thought they could crush us. They thought we were weak. They were wrong. And they will learn the hard way. The first human counterattack had ended, but the war was just beginning. The balance was shifting, the tension rising, and the humans were no longer waiting. They were taking control. The aliens had arrived expecting easy prey, but humans were proving that once attacked, they were creatures no one could escape from. The morning after the first human counterattacks, the world was quiet, but tense. Cities were scarred, smoke rising from ruined streets. Fires still glowed in distant corners, and alien ships hovered silently in the sky, watching. Humans had shown courage, but now the aliens were angry. And anger brought consequences. The alien commander issued strict orders. Humans must pay, it said, voice low and chilling. They think they can fight. They will learn the cost of defiance. Alien fleets began moving faster, deploying weapons of immense power. Cities that had once been safe became targets. The price of fighting back was about to be revealed. In New York, David, Mia, and Sarah watched the alien fleet from a hidden rooftop. Smoke and sirens filled the air, but their eyes were focused. For they're hitting harder, Mia said, pointing to the glowing trails of alien weapons striking the city. We need to move fast or people will die. The first attacks were devastating. Alien energy beams cut through buildings, leaving twisted steel and rubble. Streets that had been battlegrounds the night before became death zones. Civilians ran screaming, and soldiers tried to rescue them. The cost of resisting became painfully clear. Yet even in chaos, humans refused to give up. David's team coordinated evacuations, guiding civilians through hidden tunnels and safe routes. Engineers like Mia improvised barriers, using debris and simple materials to shield people from alien fire. Sarah documented everything, her notebook full of observations that could help in future battles. In one abandoned subway station, a group of survivors huddled together. A small child cried, frightened by the sounds above. David knelt beside her. We're going to be okay, he said firmly. Humans survive. We fight, and we never stop. Even in the face of overwhelming power, human courage shone. The aliens, however, did not relent. They moved with precision, targeting areas where resistance had been strongest. Their glowing eyes scanned every street, every building. Fear and discipline guided them, but something was shifting, something unexpected. As the humans fought to survive, small victories continued. Civilians lured alien patrols into traps. Engineers sabotaged drones with simple tools. Soldiers coordinated ambushes in narrow streets. Every success came at a cost, but it proved one thing. Humans were not just surviving, they were adapting under pressure. On the alien command ship, the commander noticed the humans' resilience. They suffer losses, yet they continue, it said, its voice tinged with frustration. They are stronger than anticipated, more dangerous. We must reconsider our strategy. Back on the streets, David's team faced the toughest challenge yet. An alien squad cornered them near a collapsed building. Bullets and beams flew past, sparks igniting nearby rubble. Sarah spotted a weak point in the alien formation. There, she shouted, pointing to a damaged drone hovering above. Mia fired a makeshift EMP device, disabling the drone and creating a temporary escape route. Humans slipped through narrow alleys, dragging the wounded with them. Every step was dangerous. Every moment mattered. The aliens had immense firepower, but humans had creativity, courage, and unpredictability on their side. By evening, the city was in ruins, yet the human spirit remained unbroken. Fires burned, sirens wailed, and distant screams echoed, but survivors regrouped. They treated the wounded, repaired what they could, and planned for the next stage of resistance. Sarah, writing in her notebook, noted the harsh lesson of the day. Resistance comes with a price. Pain and loss are heavy, but humans survive. And every loss teaches us. Every struggle strengthens us. Meanwhile, the captured aliens clicked nervously in their containment units. Their glowing eyes revealed fear and frustration. They had not expected humans to endure so much and still fight back. The humans were unpredictable, clever, and united in ways the invaders could not understand. That night, David addressed a small group of survivors. "They hit us hard," he said quietly. "And yes, we lost people. But every person who fell today, they fought so that the rest of us can survive. That is the strength of humans. That is why the aliens will never truly defeat us." High above, the alien commander studied the city from its ship. Reports came in. Human resistance continued. Small strikes were happening. And even after severe losses, humans were not surrendering. Its glowing eyes narrowed. "These creatures, they endure the unimaginable. If we continue to attack, we may find they are not prey at all. They are hunters in disguise." The night ended with a tense silence. Fires burned in distant buildings, and the hum of alien ships filled the sky. Humans had paid a high price for resisting, but they had survived. They had learned, adapted, and proven that courage could not be destroyed. Sarah looked at the glowing alien ships above and whispered, "They thought their power would crush us. But humans never give up, and they will pay the cost of underestimating us." The stage was set for the next battle. Humans had felt the full force of the alien attack. They had seen death, destruction, and fear. But through it all they had survived. And in survival, they had gained something even stronger: resolve, cunning, and a spark of hope that would light the way for the counterattacks to come. The aliens had learned a critical lesson. Once humans fight back, the cost of attacking them grows with every strike. The air was tense over the city as dawn broke. Smoke from previous battles still lingered, painting the sky gray. Alien ships hovered above, glowing ominously, while humans prepared in silence. No words were spoken unnecessarily. Every moment counted. Today was different. Today, humans were no longer just defending. They were planning something bigger. David, Mia, and Sarah met with their team in a hidden underground bunker. Maps covered the tables, dotted with notes, symbols, and alien patrol routes. Survivors from different parts of the city had joined them. Everyone had learned from the earlier attacks and failures. The humans were united, and their plan was bold. "We can't just fight piece by piece anymore," David said firmly. "We need a coordinated strike. If we attack in the right places at the same time, we can force them to retreat or at least disrupt their control." Mia pointed to a network of alien drones hovering over the city. "If we hack their signals, we can confuse their patrols. Some drones will fight each other. Some will mislead them. Chaos will be on our side," Sarah added. "And if we lure their main strike squad into the traps we set, we can take more of their tech and learn even faster. They'll never see it coming." The humans moved quickly to set the plan into motion. Engineers rigged hacked drones to send false signals. Civilians created decoy targets with fires and lights in abandoned streets. Soldiers hid in narrow alleys, ready to ambush alien patrols. Every human knew their role. Every move had a purpose. As the sun rose higher, alien ships began to sense movement below. They sent patrols to investigate, but humans were already in position. Drones flew overhead, projecting false images and signals. Alien patrols hesitated, unsure of the source of confusion. David led a small strike team toward a key alien communications post. Every step was dangerous. Beams of energy cut through buildings nearby, but the humans moved carefully, using shadows, debris, and quick thinking. They avoided direct confrontation, focusing on hitting the aliens' weak points. Mia activated a device that jammed alien signals. The drones around them flickered and malfunctioned, creating small explosions that disoriented the alien soldiers. The humans struck swiftly, capturing 2 aliens and disabling equipment. Every success sent waves of confusion through the alien ranks. Across the city, similar coordinated attacks were happening. Civilians lured alien patrols into dead ends. Engineers created small EMP devices that disrupted alien tech. Soldiers ambushed alien squads and vanished before reinforcements could arrive. Humans were no longer just surviving, they were controlling the battlefield. Above the city, the alien commander observed the chaos. Its glowing eyes narrowed. "They are coordinating. They are no longer simple prey," it said, voice tense. "If we underestimate them now, it will be our mistake. Humans are dangerous." In the streets, Sarah noticed something extraordinary. Humans were not just fighting. They were teaching each other on the battlefield. Signals, gestures, even simple warnings saved lives and made each group stronger. The humans were learning faster than the aliens could predict. By mid-afternoon, the humans' coordinated strike had reached a critical point. Key alien drones were disabled. Patrols were trapped. Alien reinforcements hesitated, unsure of where the humans would strike next. For the first time, the humans had gained the upper hand in multiple areas simultaneously. David spoke to the team quietly. "Look at this. They thought they could scare us with power. But we've shown them that humans can adapt, coordinate, and fight back intelligently." This is the turning point. The alien commander sensed the danger. These creatures, they are evolving in strategy. Their unpredictability grows with every move. If we continue our assault, we may lose control entirely. Its voice was almost a whisper, filled with unease. As evening approached, the city was a mix of destruction and controlled chaos. Fires burned in some districts, but humans moved like shadows, striking, hiding, and learning. The captured aliens had been studied, revealing more weaknesses. Humans now had tools and knowledge to prepare for the next decisive battles. Sarah looked up at the sky, glowing with alien lights. "They thought their numbers and weapons would win," she whispered. "But humans don't fight the way they expect. We adapt, we survive. And soon we will turn the war in our favor." In distant space, the alien commander made a chilling realization. Once humans fight together, once they plan, they become creatures that cannot be ignored. If we attack again, we may not escape the consequences ourselves. The night fell and the city remained tense. Humans had struck strategically, forcing aliens into confusion and hesitation. For the first time, the balance of power seemed to shift. Humans were no longer prey, they were challengers. And above all, they had learned the most important lesson. Unity, strategy, and courage could turn even the most hopeless fight into hope. The stage was set for the final confrontation. Humans were preparing for something bigger, something decisive. And the aliens, powerful as they were, had learned that once humans strike, the consequences grow with every move. The sky over the city was dark and heavy with alien ships. Fires from previous battles burned, smoke twisting into the clouds. Humans were ready. They had learned, adapted, and survived every attack so far. Now it was time to fight for everything. David, Mia, and Sarah gathered their team one last time in the underground bunker. Maps, drones, and alien tech surrounded them. Their eyes were determined, their hearts steady. This was the moment they had prepared for. "We've learned their weaknesses, we've set traps, and we've coordinated across the city," David said firmly. "Tonight, we show them that Earth will not fall. We fight smart, we fight together, and we strike hard." Mia held a small device she had worked on for days. "This can disrupt their entire communications network for a short time," she explained. "If we time it right, their ships and drones will turn against each other. Chaos will be our ally," Sarah added, "and every human on the streets knows the plan. Civilians, soldiers, engineers, we all fight together. We are unpredictable. We are unstoppable." As night fell, the humans moved into position. Fires were lit in empty streets to act as decoys. Drones flew overhead, sending false signals. Soldiers hid in alleyways, ready to ambush. Civilians guided the wounded to safety, while keeping watch on alien movements. Every person played a role. Every move counted. Then the first wave of alien reinforcements arrived. They moved quickly, their glowing eyes scanning for human activity. Weapons fired, beams cutting through walls and streets. But humans were ready. Traps exploded, drones jammed, and decoys misled the aliens. Confusion spread through the alien ranks. David's team led a strike toward the alien command post in the city center. Using shadows, smoke, and makeshift EMP devices, they disabled key alien systems. Alien soldiers were trapped, unsure which way to go. Panic flickered in their glowing eyes for the first time. Mia triggered her device. A pulse of energy disrupted alien communications, causing ships above to fire at each other. Sparks flew, lights flickered, and the balance of power shifted. Humans seized the moment, striking quickly and strategically. Sarah and a small group of civilians captured more aliens, learning valuable information. They moved fast, slipping through alleys and collapsed buildings, leaving chaos behind. Every human action contributed to the growing confusion among the invaders. High above, the alien commander watched in disbelief. They fight as one. They adapt faster than we can predict. Every attack we make is met with strategy, not fear. These humans, they are not prey. They are hunters. The battle raged through the city. Fires, smoke, and explosions painted a scene of war. But humans, united and clever, moved like shadows, striking where the aliens were weak. Every small victory built momentum. Every trick learned from the captured aliens made them stronger. David, Mia, and Sarah reached the alien command post. With quick thinking and precise action, they disabled the aliens' main control system. The ships above wavered, drones malfunctioned, and Alien,